Today we are at a special place, a city being built by one of the ETH billionaires, Sergey, that guy. It's called Nuanu. We're going to take you for a full tour of the place while we talk about the luxury market, okay? It's going to be a fun little ride. So, if you've been wondering what's been happening in the crypto markets, why isn't it crashing alongside the normal markets, we're going to cover that. Also, there's a dynamic that plays out in the traditional markets, and I think it's a little spoken about thing where, did you know that the top 10% of the earners in the US make up 50% of the economy? And the luxury market is one of the final signals when it comes to macro to be able to tell you that this is the end. By the way, this is the place. It's called, why is it doing that? Oh, you're looking down, bud. Oh, I missed it. It's called Nuanu. It's a literal futuristic and ancient / futuristic style that the city is being built towards. There are event spaces. There's literally a whole forest here on the right hand side where they have stages with lights, and we do insane parties. It gets about as bananas as you can imagine. Okay? And now this is all being built out. There's going to be a bunch of residential places. There are event spaces. It's just absolutely bananas in the way that it is being put together. But it's also very artistic. Like, these are statues where they're hooked up to AI and they light up at nighttime and have conversations with each other. I swear to God. It is one of the coolest things. And then there's projectors that project onto their faces. I mean, welcome to the fucking future, am I right? That is Luna. We're going to Luna Beach Club, so it's befitting that we see Luna. Alright, I don't know why this thing keeps looking up every 30 seconds, but c'est la vie. Okay, so I thought it'd be fitting for us to be in such a luxury place to speak about the luxury market. Okay, first, before I go into the luxury market, I know what you want me to do is you want me to talk about why, Sam? Why no katana catch? Why have we not had the opportunity to buy shit? First of all, who knows? But my opinion is that it is because the market is being manipulated, and at the very, very final part of this process, they actually made it so that people get complacent. Hello. Yeah. Perfect, thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. You too. Hello. No, I'm just meeting a friend. Yeah, and then another friend's coming.
You want to go to the restaurant?
Yeah, I know the place. Okay. Thank you. First of all, check this place out. All right. This place is magical. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Welcome to the future. The future of lifestyle, the future of luxury. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Fantastic, thank you. Yeah. Wherever you are in the world, if you think you're living good, I don't know if you can beat Bali, my love. And this is just a restaurant. I know. Before I even go into all the crypto stuff, let me just give you a little walkthrough, all right? That is a tower that lights up at nighttime because, in life you gotta have towers that light up at nighttime. And then this is commonplace. They got a little beach club down there, a hidden beach club in the bottom part. We're gonna rent that out to do some parties. This camera is doing all kinds of funky things today, so let's just continue. All right, and now this is the beach club known as Luna. Of course, on the beach. That is Luna. She sits above everything, pretty much. It's pretty empty today because it's actually a holiday. Ooh, mist. Yes, please. don't want to get it on the camera, but fuck it, who cares? Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you, mister. You get it? Mister? I am so smart that it hurts sometimes. But most of the time, it doesn't hurt because that would be painful. These are little, like, they call them birds' nests. So they're birds' nests? I don't know. They're places to hang out, and you can like actually do fun activities and things. Here we have a beautiful bar and the tunnel that leads to somewhere, and I have no idea where, but it leads somewhere. And now this place, it's not open, but this place it looks ridiculous. It's called Elysium, of course, Elysium. If you were to go inside, it looks like the future incarnate. And I mean, come on, look at this place. This is the future incarnate. And then we have the beer gardens where we all hang out and, you know, do funky stuff on the beach. It's great. Yeah, I know you want to get to the crypto, but first you got to watch all this stuff, right? What's the point of crypto? This is the point of crypto. This is what crypto does. This is an ETH billionaire who is spending billions and billions of dollars building out the city because this is the future of living. All right? So relax, zen out. Welcome to Nuanu. All right. I'll get to the point. Let me make sure my hair's good. My barber's off today, so you're getting the raw sim. But then again, you always get the raw sim. It just depends on which flavor, you know? We're raw vegans. Sorry, raw Segans. Semigans. So the market hasn't crashed because you're being fooled again, my love. If you're telling me that the traditional markets fall precipitously, one of my favorite words, precipitously, and all of a sudden Bitcoin decides to decouple at that moment, you must not have been here for long enough. I've just seen 1,000 of these. Oh look, looks like everything's different all of a sudden. Everything's changed, and you know, let's start believing in some new narrative that just came up this week. Like, that's just not how it works, and that's not what's going on. So yes, the VIX is spiked. Yes, it's the weekend. No, I'm not catching katanas. I am catching the sun and the beach with some good friends, and you. You know, at this point we're good friends. You know, we're good friends. I love you. All right. So I think it's market manipulation. Let's go this way. I think it's market manipulation. I think something is going to be revealed. I think crypto has been hanging out in this kind of no man's land where we've had, you know, there was no support around 80 and it's been hanging out there. Nobody knows why. It's because manipulation. A $3 trillion market is a drop in the bucket when it comes to the insane amounts of liquidity that sits in shadow monetary systems. Like, you can look up like Maiden 1, Maiden 2, those were made in, you get it? Those were made in 2008 to just put a bunch of garbage debt into, missed again. To put a bunch of garbage debt into shells. And basically the Fed and these owners of the world have these shadow monetary facilities, banking facilities, and companies that pump liquidity and control markets. They have, it's called like volatility control mechanisms, some people call them. It's a few different ways to look at it, but you know, there's a bunch of different places where they're able to control the traditional markets, you know, and Aladdin and all these AIs are actually part of that process. So I think the same thing's happening now. I think we're all being convinced, yeah, everything is different. You know, you have an insane katana fall on the stock markets and all of a sudden crypto's not going to do that. No way. I'm not convinced. I'm going to zen out. My thesis is that, okay, if that's happening, I'm willing to wait it out and maybe buy at a higher price. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Things are at such a discount that that'd be okay with me, but I am not going to fall for it. Now, Monday, things will open up again. There's also cyclical analysis that puts it out to potentially somewhere around May, June-ish. Seems like the timeline that's going to be that could be the very bottom. Okay. Oh, check this out, by the way. This is called Utopia. Yeah, I know. This is where we get down. This is where we partay. Evening time, gonna change into my panties and jump on the game. It's too loud here, so we're gonna go back away, but you saw it, you know. It's like a tourist thing, right? You say, oh yeah, I saw it. I took a selfie there. I touched it. And then I left to a quieter place. What was I even saying before all of this stuff happened? Who knows? Fuck it. Let's forget about it. No, so cyclical analysis puts it out to that this volatility spike is going to could continue until somewhere around May, June. Because right now it's gone up. The cycle has, the VIX cycle has peaked out already. Then there's going to be another kind of, you know, it's going to relax for a bit. That's very technical. It's going to relax for a bit. And then there's another VIX spike, a VIX cycle that takes us out to somewhere mid-May-ish timeline. That could be the worst of it. Who knows? But I'm not waiting for that, right? I'm going to pick up whatever I can, whenever I can. So now, but today, right here, right now, this weekend, no. Absolutely not. Weekends are for relaxation. They're not for working. I mean, who knows? In Bali, we don't have weekends. Okay, I don't even know what day it is today, to be honest. I think it's Sunday. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Who knows? C'est la vie. So the point is that, now this big spike came timed perfectly for when we needed it to come. Therefore, nailed it, right? Now, just to have a little bit more patience now will go a long way. I want to sit somewhere kind of quiet. We'll sit here. Only in Bali, do in the middle of everything, you have a giant throbbing crystal that lights up. Because, you know, energy, it's all about the energy, baby. All right. So, if you're not convinced yet that this is market manipulation, you will be convinced soon. Okay? And I think something will play out. Now, if it does or doesn't really matter to me, right? It's not my concern if everything plays out. Things are already discounted at a very discounted rate. They're discounted at a very discounted rate. So regardless, I'm getting a discount. Now, I'm taking the risk that I've just seen this too many times before, where I've had, you know, these kind of situations play out and something happens and it's unexpected all of a sudden, and then everything lines up again. So we let that play out. Now, the luxury market, right? When you're looking at macro, you can look at a few different signals to see where things are going and what they're doing, okay? The economy has been held up by the wealthy because of the wealth effect, where the stock market goes up, everybody feels wealthy. Even though most people have been suffering the whole time, the wealthy have been spending, and the top 10% of the population have 50% of the economy, especially in the US. And actually, a third of the global economy is built for like the ultra high net worth individuals or high net worth individuals, which is a very small subset of the population. It's like a third of the economy is for the 1% of the world, and the top 10% of the world control half the economy of the world. When the stock market's up, everything is up, they will actually, you know, they'll continue to spend money. And hello, what's your name?
I'm Linda.
Linda, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Hi Linda, this is Linda.
Hello, I'm Linda.
She's one of the beautiful people that makes life happen. So can I
Is
please?
the menu?
Yeah, can I get satu kelapa?
Satu kelapa?
Dan that's it for now. You can leave the menu here.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
Yeah.
the wealthy have been holding up the economy. Now that the stock market has crashed, that is all going to fall apart, right? At the same time, like companies control the economy. The companies that are importing things that are getting hit by tariffs. So all of that, basically, the economy is tanking, but the economy is not the markets. Okay, the markets and economy are two separate things. As a matter of fact, the markets being up mean the wealthy spend money, and the economy is the economy. Also, my man, what have you? The greatest. What, I had to show you the sun and the beach and stuff, right? Like, come on. What am I doing here? Am I a servant to the cause? Yeah, absolutely. I'm here just making sure you're able to enjoy the view. Anyways, so the economy, right, the economy. Yeah, we're all about the economy. So now that this has happened, there's going to be all these, it's a growth scare that we're going through. This is not a recession, this is a growth scare, right? This is growth assets dumping off of a cliff. This is the unwind of carry trades, blah, 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 blah. Sure, crypto corrects, everything corrects, but nobody cares. Because what's going to happen on the other side is the only solution to everything is liquidity. And liquidity is a function of the dollar and bonds, okay? Watch Raoul Pal and his buddies, on Real Vision, subscribe there. But basically, the way the bonds have fallen, the way the dollar has fallen, all of that is a signal that the liquidity is about to shoot up like a rocket. Now, yes, the 12-week delay, 15-week delay, who cares? All of that doesn't really matter. But in this case, we know liquidity is going to shoot off like crazy. This, yeah.
Coconut is sold out.
All sold out?
Else, yeah. Like milkshake or juice, something.
Let's do one daily green and one good room.
One good
Yeah, and then a large sparkling water. And Himalayan pink salt and lime. Thank you. Always order the Himalayan pink salt. Okay. I go to so many places and I'll be like, Himalayan pink salt, and they're like, no Himalayan pink salt. And I'll be like, come on, just check for me, see if there's Himalayan pink salt. And guess what? You put a couple notes on the table, and Himalayan pink salt will magically float over from the Himalayas to you. So all of this happening, all of this growth scare, blah 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 stuff happening, is part of the process. It's the crisis I've been telling you about. It doesn't take a fucking genius to predict these things. Everybody's super euphoric. Markets are extended to the end. Guess what's gonna happen next? Scare, panic. Nobody expected Trump to do that. Why not? You guys are idiots. I mean, we're all idiots, but you're especially an idiot if you don't expect the psycho-west president we've ever had to come in and shake the tree and fuck everything up, right? So now this is playing out. Now everything looks like it's going to shit. Now everybody's giving up hope. There should be an event that really, really just shocks people and traumatizes them into never touching crypto ever again, and that is the end of the tourist shakeout. Guess what we do? We buy. Am I buying right here, right now? No. The VIX is above 45. I'm really glad that this is happening. I'm really glad it's playing out the way that it is. Am I buying right here, right now? No, because we're in this limbo state. The Roadrunner has off of the edge of the mountain, and it's hanging in the air, looking back, going, what's going on? Why hasn't crypto dropped? And the next thing is, right? At least that is what has played out in history. That is my experience. So I think that is what will happen. Okay. If it happens or not, does not matter. Because now what we're watching is the luxury market tumble. Luxury watches, Ferraris. No, I'm not trying to buy any of these things I wear. Barely anything. But you can watch all of those things tumbling, and that is the final flush out. Then you're watching the Japanese yen pump. You're watching, the different currencies bleed out against, or the dollar bleed out against the other currencies. Therefore, the carry trade's unwinding. All of the signals are happening that are saying that now is a good time to buy. The world is terrified, like the world is ending. It's almost like somebody told you that it was going to feel like the world is ending. Okay, and so what do you do in that time? Relax. Enjoy the view, baby. Enjoy the view. Because this is all we have. Markets in the future, pump, dump, all that shit's fake. Where is it? You see Trump anywhere? You see pump anywhere? You see dump anywhere? No. All I see is my life what I've built over, decades of hard work, and you've probably done exactly the same. Look around you, count your blessings, relax. If you have cash, buy it up. If you don't have cash, relax. Right? If you're one of the DFTU people and you're here like, I wish I sold the top, love, that's not DFTU. That's just not what the strategy is. The strategy is you just sit and quietly, patiently wait. If it goes down, you buy, or you just don't do anything else. Okay? And if you're executing that, fantastic. If you're somebody who, when it went down and you sold it, you are fucking it up. Like, that's literally, you must not have written down your strategy, because you could read it and you would know that this is going on. Okay? Now, yeah, that's it. That's it. Remember that the present is everything. The present is everything. Where you are now and how you feel today is the defining feature of the results of any investing, anything. So if you're letting a market fuck with your emotions and a number on a screen create a state, and now you're not spending quality time with quality people and quality places over quality coconuts, listen, I don't even know what you're up to. So whatever you're up to, hopefully you're doing good. I'm over here doing fucking great. All right. And now there's probably going to be a video here, or here, or there, or there, or maybe not. Maybe I don't put it up. I don't fucking know. Just do whatever you want to do. All right. Like, watch it, don't watch it. It does not matter. I am going to watch the view. Bye bye, love.